data flows, because data flows is a transformation. So transformation is nothing but a, so you are going to apply some kind of a business logic. You are going to join multiple tables, or you are going to do some kind of a union, all those things, right? You are going to filter out the records. You are going to order by, you will order the records. You are going to apply some kind of a aggregation. So for all those things, how it is going to work in backend, okay, how the code is going to generate, how this code is going to manipulate this particular data, all these things, if you want to understand, you need to understand the SQL. Okay, so let's understand the all prerequisite things today. Okay, let's see. In today's session, we will learn what is SQL, SQL important keywords. Okay, what are the important keywords we have in SQL? Then create table in SQL. We already know how you can create the table. Then we will see select statement, how to select the data from the table. Then where condition. Okay, so where condition we will use to filter out the data. Then we will talk about SQL and, or, and not operators. You remember we have a and, or, and a not operators. So how we can use this? Then we are going to see group by query. So how you can write a group by query. If you write a group by query on a table, how the data is going to manipulate. Next, we are going to understand partition by query. So there is a one more query called partition by query. When you apply partition by, how the data is going to change in backend. The difference between group by query and partition by query, the reason is when you do group by and partition by, data will be grouped or partitioned same as, in both the cases data will be divided in backend same. But how you are going to use group by, when you will use group by, in the same way partition by, when you are going to use partition by, how you are going to use this partition by, we are going to understand. Next, order by query. So order by query means what it means. So how you are going to write a query to order by the records. So I want to put records in a particular order. How you are going to do. Next, we are going to talk about joins. These are very important. We are going to talk about inner join. So it is going to bring data only. It is going to bring only common records. Left join, it is going to bring data common records plus all remaining records from the left table. Right join, it is going to bring data from both the tables, which is common, and all remaining records from the right table. Full join means common records from both the tables, remaining records from left table and right table. Okay, so don't worry, we are going to talk about each and everything with practical. We have tables, everything I will show you. Next important thing is cross join. So there is one more join called cross join. Cross join, what it will do, from left table each record will join with the right table all records. So we have each and every example, do not worry. So we'll discuss one by one. What is SQL? So SQL stands for structured query language. Okay, we already know. SQL lets you access and manipulate databases. So what SQL will do is, SQL will allow you to access and manipulate databases. Manipulate database means, in database what you'll have, table objects. In table objects what you'll have, data you will have. That particular data you can able to manipulate. Now SQL is a special purpose programming language designed to handle data in relational database management system. It's a programming language which you can use to handle data in RDBMS systems. What is meant by RDBMS system? Okay, so we have blob storage, we have data lake storage. Those are not RDBMS systems. If you want to manipulate data in those storages, you cannot do it by using SQL. You are going to use SQL only on a databases which are RDBMS databases. What is meant by RDBMS? Relational database management system, where you are going to maintain a data in table format. It can be SQL database, it can be your SQL data warehouse, right? Oracle database. All these things are going to use the SQL. Okay. So what is
we are seeing different slide, which is last one. If you are sharing.
Yeah. Sorry, I think I was paused. Fine. Fine. Now you see RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System. Okay. Now the data in RDBMS is stored in database objects called tables. A table is a collection of related data entries. It consists of columns and rows. You know, the data in RDBMS is stored in a database objects. So these database objects is called a tables. We already know in database in RDBMS, relational database management system, we have created the table. After creating the table, we inserted the records. In the same way, the data in RDBMS is stored in database objects called tables. A table is a collection of related data entries, and it consists of columns and rows. What table will have? Table will have a columns and rows. Okay, if you store any data in tables, these tables will be there in a RDBMS system. Okay, if you want to manipulate any data which you have in the table, you are going to use the SQL. Okay, SQL important keywords. See, first select, extracts data from a database. To extract data from a database, you are going to select. Update, updates data in a database. Okay, if you want to update any data in a database. Delete, deletes data from a database. Insert into, inserts new data into a database. Example, I want to insert new data into table, then you are going to use insert into. Create database, it creates a new database. Alter database, it modifies a database. Example, I want to rename my database, and all those things you can do it by using alter database. Create table, if you want to create a new table. Alter table, if you want to modify a table. Example, you want a new column, and all those things you are going to use alter table. Drop table, if I want to drop a table, okay, it completely deletes a table. Remember, create index, so you are going to create a something called index. If you look at the any text, like any book, right, in our childhood, so what happens is we'll have an index. This particular lesson will start from here. So instead of searching each page, what we do, we will directly open in middle. Maybe we will just guess it. Okay, 75% we will go and get it, right? In the same way, if you maintain your index, what happens is it will be easy for SQL, like for SQL engine to find the data with the help of this index. SQL engine, it can able to find the data quickly and give it to you if you create an index. If anybody asks you how you will improve the performance of SQL queries, first thing you need to tell them, we are going to create the index on table. Next, if you want to delete that particular index, you are going to use the drop index. Okay, these are some important keywords. Next, create table in SQL. Already you know, so I won't spend much time. So create table in SQL, create table cust CID, CNAME, and the C location. So these are the data types, you know, right? Int. So CID it indicates first column should be always a number. Second column varchar of 50. Varchar means string. String can allow any type of value. Okay. In the same way, C location, it will allow any type of value, friends. Okay. One second. Okay, so now I want to insert the data into table. Insert records into cust tables. Insert into cust values. One Rama India. So these are the records I have inserted. These are the records I have inserted. Remember, these are the records I inserted. Now you see, select statement. The select statement is used to select data from a database. The data returned is stored in a result table called the result set. Select star from cust. When I say select star from cust, so whatever data you have in that table, it will display something like this. It will display something like this. Okay. Now, so let's say I have a customer table. So this time I just changed my data. Let's say customer table 1, 2, 3, 4, Thiru Ramakrishna. So these are the records I have. So out of these records, I'm writing something like this. Select. So if you use star, star means everything you will get. So when you say select customer name, comma city, you are going to get only customer name and this person from which location. So that's how you are going to get only customer name and a customer city, customer name and a customer city. Okay. Next query. Select star from customer. When you say like this, it is going to give you entire 4 records. Everything it will give. Whatever you have here, everything it will give. Next, when you say select distinct city from customer. So city means it is going to give only this entire data, entire column. But out of this distinct means unique. If you look at here, Delhi, Hyderabad, Delhi, Pune. So Delhi is repeated twice. Delhi is repeated twice. So In result, you will get only one time because you are using something like distinct on the city column. So in this city column, if I have any duplicate records, I don't want, please display only unique records. See now, Delhi, Hyderabad, Pune, you have a unique records. This is how this queries will work. Where condition. Now we'll look at the where condition. Where clause is used to filter records. Example, see, the where clause is used to extract only those records that fulfill a specified condition. Okay, example 1, 2, 3, 4, Tirurama, same records. Select star from customer. Everything it will take. From that, it is going to filter where city equal to Pune. Where city equal to Pune. Can you tell me what records I will get in my output? We know what records I will get in my output.
Fourth records.
Very good. So I will get only fourth record. Okay, you see, because out of all these things, wherever city is Pune, where city is Pune, this record is matching. So on this, see, to select particular data, you no need to. So there are multiple ways you can just select fourth record. Can you tell me other ways? You can say custard equal to 4. So everything it will. Star means give me all columns. Okay, but based on what condition? If city equal to Pune, so based on this you are selecting this column. But you can also say where CID equal to 4, then this column will come. Next, where cust underscore name equal to Sai, this only will come, fourth record. Next, where manager equal to Thomas, you will get only this fourth record only. Understood? Everybody understood, friends?
Yes, Malay.
Select a star from customers where city not Delhi. So it's a reverse. So this time where city equal to Delhi, it's not a equal to Delhi. Wherever city is not Delhi, remaining all records I want to get. If you look at here, first record and third record is Delhi. So apart from 1 and 3, I need to get the all remaining records. Okay, 2 and 4 I will get here. You see, fourth and 2 and 4. You understood? Okay, this is how we are going to apply the filters now. Okay, and or and not operator. So when you want to apply multiple conditions, if multiple conditions is true, then only I want to result. I want to display the result and. So when I put multiple condition, if any condition is true, I want to return the result, then you have to go with or. Not is basically if the condition returned true, I want to make it as a false. If condition returned false, I want to make it as a true. Then you need to use not operator. Not will do reverse. Okay, let's see examples. Time. So customer table. Now you can see select star from customer where skills equal to Azure and city equal to Bangalore. Can you tell me what records I will get now? So there are two conditions. If these two condition, wherever this two condition is true, only that particular record you will get. Select the star from customer where, because yeah, so if I say skill equal to Azure, I am getting two records. But I don't want to get two records. I want to only this third record. How I need to do? I need to put one more condition. That's why I'm using end. See, select a star from customer. This is the entire table in this where skills equal to Azure. So based on this condition, can you tell me how many records are eligible? 1 and 3. Skill equal to Azure means skill equal to Azure. There are two records. There is a one more condition. And not only this condition, there should be another condition also. Should be true. Okay, and city equal to Bangalore. So Azure along with that, city is Bangalore or not? Here city is Delhi. So you ignore this record. Here city is Bangalore. Just to select your third record. See now you are getting only third record. Okay, next. Select a star from customer where skills equal to Azure or skills equal to AWS. There are multiple ways, but I'm just saying skills equal to Azure or skills equal to AWS. Same thing you can say skills in Azure, AWS. There are multiple ways, but this is the one of the ways. Skills equal to Azure or skills equal to AWS. Not only Azure, it can be AWS as well. Then I want both the records. Then can you tell me with this how many records are eligible? See here, skills equal to Azure. These two are available. and skills equal to AWS. This record is also available. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 records are eligible. You will get those 3 records. Or means any of this condition is true, that record we need to return. So skill equal to Azure. So these 2 records you have 1 and 3. Skill equal to AWS. You have second record 1, 2. So here select a star from customer where not city equal to Pune. Where not city equal to Pune means, so city equal to Pune, just focus on this record, okay? But I'm using not city equal to Pune, meaning apart from this, wherever city equal to Pune, just ignore that particular record and give me all other records. See, Bangalore, Delhi, Hyderabad, everything I'm just returning. Okay, except the 4th record, I'm returning all other records. Okay, clear? It is clear. Okay, fine. Let me move on. So group by, see, as of now, whether you understood or you have not understood doesn't matter, but those are easy, you can able to understand. From now, we'll have, you need to understand, because most of the people, they will not have any clarity on this group by. Okay, so try to understand. See, group by. So select the star from customer. When you say, you see, you are getting all this data. So this is the first time whatever data I have inserted. Can you tell me, so this customer ID 1, how many duplicate records we have? Total row level duplicate. See, first record, second record is the same records. Here, CID is the, like this particular third record is unique, because here India, here USA. So that's why these two, like first 2 records are one category. This record is one category. Next 2 records are one category. Now you see, I'm just adding group by to this customer. So group by what? Group by CID, CNAME, C location. Please group by the records wherever you see customer ID, customer name, customer location is same. So those things should be one group. Now see, when I just say first group is this, second group is this, third group is this. Okay. So on this, if you want to do anything, you can do it. Okay. If you want to apply any kind of things, you are going to understand. Let's say I want to understand how many people, okay, maybe you can say how many people are there in group 1, how many people we have in group 2, how many people we have in group 3. If you want to understand, you can able to understand. Okay, you can able to understand. So here we have 2 people, here you have one, here you have 2 more people. Okay, so this is the group by query, how it will work internally. So it is going to group by records based on the columns which are mentioned. If CID, CNAME, C location, if both are same for entire row, see these 2 rows are having same for customer ID, customer name, customer location. That's why this is the group 1, group 2, group 3. Okay, now let's move on. Group by query only. See, select star from same records. Now you see, I'm going to add a group by CNAME and C location only. CNAME and C location only. Can you tell me how many groups I will get?
2 groups.
Ratan, how many groups I
Three,
will get?
3 groups, sir.
3. Okay,
Ratan, how many groups I will get?
it would be 2.
Nagaraj, how many groups I will get?
3. It would be 3.
2 groups, I guess.
2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6?
3, sir. 3 groups.
3 groups. Okay, so can somebody tell me how it will be 3 groups? So what are the records we will have in a first group?
It would be 1 Rama India.
Okay, friends,
Yeah,
please,
Rama is
whoever is working, please, you no need to explain, because let me ask the people who are not working, so because those people should aware. So you are anyhow you are working, so you are having some knowledge, right? So Nagaraj, can you tell me, so if it is a 3 groups, so what is your first group? What are the records in first group? One group is Rama. Okay, next group. Krishna. So what is third group? This is the third group. We same Krishna will come. See, please understand group by C name, C location. Wherever you have C name, C location is matching, those will come under a one group. Now you see here, if you look at C name, C location, Rama India. So these two are matching, but these three are same, right? So first two records will go as a one group. Next three records will go as a second group. Okay, because ID you are not considering here, you are not saying group by ID. So previously we have used the group by ID, that's why this record also separated, but now you are ignoring this particular CID. You are just grouping by records based on a customer name and customer location. Customer name and customer location is matching for these three records. So that's why these three will come under one group. Customer name and customer location is matching for these two records. So these two records will come under one group. Now clear, Nagraj? Vinod?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Ratan? Clear? Okay. Now, so with this, can you tell me? So I'm just telling you. I'm going to select a star from cast. Listen carefully. Group by customer ID alone. Customer ID alone. Can you tell me how many groups I will get? So what are the records I will have in group one? What are the records I will have in group two? When I say
Two
group,
groups, sir. Two groups, sir.
two groups. Okay, two groups. So what is the first group? How many records we will have in first group?
Three
Three
groups, sir.
records.
Three records.
Okay, very good. How many records we will have in second group?
Two records, sir.
Two records. Okay, good. So these three will be a one group. These three will be a one group in that case. These two will be a another group in that case. Okay. So once we have like these groups, so you are going to take the count, or if you have any salaries of this particular employees, you are going to sum up those salaries. If you want to identify the minimum salary, okay, so all those things you can able to do. Okay, so in real time now, people will ask in interview also. So I have a department. Okay, so I have a department, so I want to group by the department and identify the max salary. Okay, then you need to join and you need to identify, you need to apply the group by to identify the max salary, max min, all those things I will explain. But first to try to understand group by. When you say group by C name, C location, first thing it is going to happen from this table is these groups will happen. These groups will create in backend. So on these groups, whatever you apply, let's say you are saying count means it will just tell. Okay, let's say I will say customer name comma count of star, so it will say Rama comma 2, Krishna comma 3, because Rama records we have 2, Krishna records we have 3, right? So that's how it will give. Otherwise you can also say C location comma count of star, so it will tell India comma 2, USA comma 3. So there are 3 records of USA, India records are 2. Okay, next. So partition by exactly works same. Okay, so this is the records. When I say group by CID, CNAME, C location, so how it is going to do, right? So in the same way, partition by you are going to use, but partition by you are not using something like this. Okay, I will explain you the difference, how to use partition by. The difference between group by and partition by, you see. Okay, so this particular group by you are going to use in multiple places. Select customer ID comma count of star as odd. Okay, yeah, as order count from orders group by customer ID. So from each customer, you want to understand how many orders he has placed. What we are doing, group by customer ID. Example, Nagraj, he is having customer ID 1. Vinod is having customer ID 2. Now Nagraj has placed 2 orders. Vinod has placed 3 orders. Now when I say group by customer ID, so Nagaraj is having 2 records. Vinod is having 3 records. So now what happens? Customer ID 1 comma 2, because one is Nagaraj, he has placed 2 orders. Next person is Vinod, he has placed 3 orders. So 2 comma 3, because customer ID 2 has placed 3 orders. Understood? That's how we will get the count of stock. So in this case, you can use the this count of star. Not only here, so you can say maximum price he has paid. Let's say Nagaraj maximum price he has paid. If you want to know the max of payment, max function, you need to use payment of column, you need to pass it here. So for anyhow, you have 2 groups. So for your engine, SQL engine will go and get the maximum payment which is made by Nagaraj, maximum payment which is made by Vinod. So 2 things it will get. So from each group, from Nagaraj group, it will get the maximum payment made by Nagaraj. So from Vinod the group, it will get the maximum payment made by Vinod. Okay. Next, if you look at partition by, we are going to use with the window function. We are going to use it with the window function to generate row number, rank, dense rank, all those things. If you want to generate, you are going to use the partition by. See, here also you are going to say partition by customer ID. What I'm doing here, partition by customer ID. Exactly how it is working in group by. Partition by customer ID means first it will just, what it will do, first it is going to just divide the groups. So then it is going to order by customer ID. So what happens is when you just divide, maybe second place Nagaraj record may be there, at first position Vinod record may be there. But when you look at their IDs, Nagaraj ID is 1, Vinod ID is 2, but Vinod ID is showing at the top. Now I want to order in a proper, first group should be Nagaraj, next group should be Vinod. Then you need to say order by order ID or whatever. Maybe you can say order by customer ID, you can say. Otherwise what you can do is, you cannot say order by customer ID because we'll have only one ID. So here you need to say order ID. So maybe let's say you have Nagaraj group and Vinod group. Now Nagaraj has placed 1, 2 orders. Vinod has placed 1, 2, 3 orders. So now you want to order those order IDs first in that particular group. I need to see in a proper order 1, 2, but I should not see 2, 1. Or in the same way for Vinod records 1, 2, 3 we have. I don't want to see 2, 3, 1 or 3, 1, 2, something like that. I want to see in a proper order 1, 2, 3. So that's why I'm applying the order by. After that, I'm generating the row number. Row number means it will tell if for first record 1, second record 2. Do not worry. So we will see, but you just try to understand for partition by also it will work exactly same. Next one is group by you will use here after table, but partition by we are going to use in the select statement to generate row number, rank or dense rank. Okay. Next, the main difference is a group by group by normally reduce the number of rows returned by rolling them up and calculating average or sums of each row. Partition by does not affect the number of rows returned, but it change how a window function result is calculated. So partition by what it will do is it will return all the columns, all the records it will return, but group by it will return only few records. Okay, example, when you say count of records, okay, customer ID comma count of stars. So customer ID is 1 comma 2 because Nagaraj ID is 1 and his total records is 2. Next, Vinod ID is 2, total records are 3. So 2 comma 3. So now you see total we have 5 records, but in the output you will see only 2 records, right? So that's how group by will work. But partition by will return everything. For Nagaraj first record it will give 1 comma 1, because let's say customer ID is 1, order ID is 1, and row number it will give 1. So do not worry. So if I explain all those things you will confuse, but I will show you with the tables. Okay, but here this is how you need to use the partition by. Next, order by query. Select star from cust. So this is the, these are the records. Now see, I'm just adding here. I'm just adding here order by C name, order by customer name. You see records will come something like this: Krishna, 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 then Rama, Rama. Okay, the reason is order by Krishna means K will come first. After K, R will come. That's why Krishna will come first, then Rama will come. So one by one order. So can you tell me, if I say order by customer ID, so same order I will get the records, or order will change?
Order will change.
Order will be same only, because 1 1 1 2 2, because the order is same. Next. So now we are entering into the joins. These are very, very important. Try to understand. Customer ID, order date. Okay, I have customer ID, order date. Now in this you see orders, you have a customers. Okay, orders, I have a customers. These are the customers who has placed these orders. How you will know which customer has placed which order? Any clue you are seeing here? Customer ID. So customer ID 2 has placed this order. Okay, customer ID 37 has placed this order. Customer ID 77 has placed this order. But I want to know what is the name of this customer ID 2. So you need to come here and see customer ID 2 is Rama. So now you know Rama has placed this particular order. Okay, that you are able to understand. So I also want to understand Rama from which location. You can see here itself. But you see here 37, 77. These are the two customers. These customers information available in the customer table or not? Tell me one. Quickly, you need to be very responsive. Otherwise, if you are not responding properly, it will be difficult for me. Tell me, friends, 37 and 77 customer IDs we have in this customer table or not?
No, we don't have.
No, we don't have.
Very good. We don't have. Next. So next. Customer ID is 1 and 3. These people order information we have in the order table or not? Customer ID is 1 and 3. Order information is available in the order table or not?
No.
No, right? No, we don't have. See, in real time, customer requirement is something like this. As a customer, I am giving the requirement. I will tell, can you just pull all the records where I have a customers and whoever has placed the orders. Customers who has placed the order, can you pull all their data? Can you pull all their data? So now what you will do? So at least I don't want you to give me the solution, but can you tell me the customers who has placed the orders? 37 and 77 is not existed in my customers list, so I can ignore that. Maybe that particular customers are from some third party. Somehow those records came into my orders table. But what I need to understand from my customer table, whoever customers I have, these customers, if at all place any order, that complete information I want to get. In that case, you see, only customers 2, he has placed the order, that information I have, meaning I want to bring the data which is common between these two tables. Understood? That is the first requirement. That is the first requirement the client may ask you. Okay, client may ask the second question. Client may ask, can you just pull all the customers who has placed order plus all remaining orders? Okay, we don't have customer information, that's okay, please bring all the remaining orders information. Okay, so that is the second level of requirement. See, now in that case, this is the 2 is the matching one, plus 37 77 are the orders we have. So customer is saying just to bring all the remaining orders also, matching orders plus unmatching orders also I want to get. Then you need to go to 37 and 77. Okay, so I hope you are able to understand these things. See, let me just show you now how to do those things. See, when I say select star from orders. I am just selecting this entire table. On this, I will apply something called inner join with customer table, inner joining with this table. Okay, so when you are joining with these two tables, what is the condition? That condition I'm going to put here on orders table. I have a customer ID column. This customer ID column should be matched with customers in customers table customer ID. Okay, in orders table customer ID column should be matched with customers customer ID. So when these two IDs are matching, only those records if you want to get, then you need to use the inner join. Now my result you see now. First you see here, this is the second record, this is the second record which is matching. So I'll just join these two, right? These are the two matching records. So when you see my result, see my result is something like this. Customer ID is 2. He has placed order 10308 and order date is on this particular date. Customer ID is 2. Name is Krishna and contact name is Maria and country is Germany. Understood?
Sir, inner
Everybody
join
understood this, right? Now join.
Yes, Malaya.
Very good. Now you see I'm just moving on. So I have a customer ID. Sorry, I have orders information. Next, same customers. This time I want to go with the left to join customer, select star from orders, then left to join customers. The left means, so whether orders table is going to be the left or customer table is going to be the left. Which table is left side? Left means this side or this side?
orders table.
Orders table is the left side. Okay, order table is the left side. Okay, very good. Now I want to join these two tables, but this side I left to join I'm using, and the condition is same on orders customer ID equal to customers dot customer ID. In this case, left to join means common records. Just check it. 2 and 2 are the matching records. Along with that, 37 and 77. These are the remaining orders which I have in the left table. Here left table is order. So meaning now I need to bring the common records plus unmatched records in the order table. See, my result is going to be so these are the 2 and 7. My result is something like this. Second record is the matching with the customers, but 3777 is not matching with the customers. Only we have order information, but these customers names and all those details we don't have in the customer table. That's why these are a null. Understood what is meant by left to join? Left to join means left side table is order table, so whatever is matching with the right table, take that place. All remaining records from the left table you need to take. All the remaining records from left table is 37 and 77. Okay, so in another case you try to understand. Left to join means all the records from the left table. See, all records I placed here, then fetch the common matching records from the right table. Matching record is only 2, so I just fetched the matching record from the right table, and unmatched records here we have, so those are the null. Understood? Left means bring all the records from the left table, keep it here, then bring the right table records wherever it is matching. That is the your left join means. Clear? How you will know both are matching? Based on the customer ID 2 and 2, because here in on orders dot customer ID should be matched with customers dot customer ID. In the same way, now you see. So these are the common records. These are the left side records which are not matching. These are records which are not matching. Now let's move on. So orders table, you have a customer table. Now you see select star from order, same. This time right join and on condition orders dot customer ID equal to customers dot customer ID. So when I say, see the 2 is the record which is matching. Okay, this is matching. Now 3 and 1 from the right table. Here right table is customers, so you need to focus on this table which are not matching. So 1 and 3, these are the 2 records which are not matching. Now when you come down, when you say results, customer ID, see right table, everything I brought it. Okay, right table entire records I have, and matching records from the left table. So this side matching records. Right join means all the records from the right table, matching records from the left table. In interview also, if people ask, you just give this explanation. Right join means all records from the right table, matching records from the left table. Okay, next. Understood? See, this is the second record which is matching. So these are the 1 and 3 are the right table records, and respective records you don't have anything. That's why it's a null. Okay, this is the right join. Next we have something called full join. Full join means full right records and right table and the left table complete records you need to bring it. So based on orders.customer equal to customers.customer ID. You see now second record which is common, right? Which is common. Next, here 37 and 77 are the unmatched records. Here 1 and 3 are the unmatched records. Okay, now you see, like this is the second record which is matching, and 37, 77 are the here unmatched records. When you look at here 1 and 3, these are the unmatched records from the right table, 1 and 3. 1 and 3 are the unmatched records. You understood what is full join? Now let's move on to the cross join. See, this is the yeah, let's go to the now cross join, friends. Okay, see, in cross join you say select star from table 1, cross join with the table 2, you can say. Otherwise you can say select star from table 1 comma table 2. Example, table 1 is id 1 1 comma 2, table 2 2 comma 2 and 3. Now when you just join with something like this, you can write table 1 cross join with the table 2, table 1 comma table 2. You no need to put any condition. So what happens is first record will match it to the 2 and 3. Right side all the records it will match 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, right? See, 1 comma 3. Next 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, right? See here you can see 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3. Okay, each record in the left table will match to the each record in the right table. 1 will match to the 2, 1 will match to the 3. 2 will match to the 2, 2 will match to the 3. Understood? This is also we are going to use with, okay, this particular cross join we are going to use in our SCD2. So you need to understand this cross join. Okay, understood now? Cross join is very important in terms of SCD2. We are going to use max key. We are going to join with all the records. So there we are going to use. What it will do? Each record in the left table will match with the all records in the right table. Understood, friends? Everybody understood these things? Any doubts?
No, no, Malay, understood.
Okay, so I will not discuss all those things, but I want to discuss the joins. Okay, practically I will just discuss the joins. So what we'll do is we'll just go and create the SQL database. Okay, and I will just explain you how you can connect to the SQL database, and let's create two tables and let's work on the joins, because let's understand joins, remaining group by and all those things also, if possible we will see. Okay, otherwise let's focus on the joins at least. Okay, those are important. So here you can come here and you can say portal.azure.com. Click on SQL databases. Click add SQL database. Okay, so let's create it in a cloud Monday. BI. Please practice these things, okay, so that you will have some clarity. Next, database name, I will say Cloud Pandit SQL DB. Server, Cloud Pandit. So we talked about the DTOs and VFO. So we are purchasing this database based on the DTOs. Let's purchase this. Okay, so meanwhile, what we do is let's come here and we will let's create a tables. Okay, create table. Say create a table, department table, and the department number is just you are saying department number is int of 2 and not null. This department number should not be null. That's why it's a not null and a primary key column. So it's a primary key means what? So the values in this particular column should be unique and it should not be null value because primary key will not allow null value. Okay. So those are the conditions you need to remember. Next, department name, varchar not null. This department name also should not be null. Next, location. So location is varchar of 50 not null. So I'm just inserting records into department table. 10 accounting New York, 20 research Dallas, 30 sales Chicago, 40 operations Boston. Okay, so these are the department we have, department IDs. Now you see employee. Okay, next you see employee number, employee name. Okay, job. Next you can say some MGR number. Okay, hire date, when they have hired, salary, we have salary column. Next, common, like what is this, commission or something. Okay, next, department number is 20, something like this we have. So I have tables ready. Let's click on this, go to resource. Let's connect to the SQL server. Add client IP, turn on this, save it, go back, copy this, go to Azure Data Studio. Okay, let's see here. Let's click on this, give the server name. Let's say SQL authentication. So database name also connect. Okay, so now right click on this, click on new query. Again, right click on new query. So that's fine. Here we are. Now you see, do you have any tables? Let's check it. So it will take some time to refresh. You just close all, close others. Just close all these. Let's disconnect this. So right click on this, click new query. Yeah, I am here. Let's select our database name here. Yeah, database name is also selected. Now expand this server. Right click on this, click refresh. Yeah, so check the tables. You don't have any tables. Right click on tables and refresh if you want to check. You see you don't have any tables. Okay, now I want to create, because I just copied from the internet. Okay, it's fine. These are the only records I'll just insert. Okay, because if we have these many records, it is little bit difficult for us to analyze. Let's exit this. Yes, it's done now. So let's start it from the beginning. Now you run it and check. You have a less number of records. See, we have very less number of records. Now it will be easy for you to analyze. Now you see, you have how many, like, if you just focus on these departments, I want to understand who are working in these departments. So you just have to focus. I want to understand who are working in my department. Department is my base table. I want to understand who are working in my department. My department is the base department. Left to join with the EMP table. Based on how you will join these two tables is DEPT is having a DEPT number column. In the same way, EMP is also having a DEPT number. Just execute all these things now. On you need to put here. Okay, don't forget. On what condition you need to tell. Now you see, you have 10, 20, 30, 40. So now you see what all records it is matching. So 10 will match it to the this 10, right? So two records will get for 10. See, for 10, so there are two people are working. So in accounting, two people are working. Employee name is clerk and king. There are two people who are working in your accounting. So I want to understand who are working in research. There are three people. You see Scott, Adams, and Ford. I want to understand who are working in department sales. Only Blake. Who are working in operations? There is no one. So that's when none. Okay, understood? Okay, now I want to get only the people who are working in a respective department, who has the customers, who have a employees. I don't want to get the null values. If I don't have any person who is working in a department, that kind of department I don't want to get. Then select the star from department. You just have to do here, instead of left to join, you just have to put inner join. Then like you want to get the department ID 40. The reason is there is no person who is working in department ID 40. You see, you did not get. So you got only 10 twice, because two people are working in your accounting, three people are working in your research. Like only one person is working in sales, but there is no person who is working in your operations. That's why that particular fourth record did not come. Okay, understood? Now everyone, it's clear. Now see, so people will ask something like this. I want to get the. Now you understood. If you apply inner join, you are getting common. If you apply left join, you are getting only the records which are which we have only in a left table. But if you change these things, it will be, result will be changed. But do not worry about all those things now.